Welcome back. Having been involved with this project for years, I have seen firsthand what it has been able to accomplish. But more important than just words, they are the undeniable facts. The success rate for the Hudson Link program, it's truly remarkable. Since the program began at Sing Sing in 2000, listen to this amazing number: 0. Not a single graduate who has then been released has been sent back to jail. Here now, more graduates telling us how this outreach program changed their lives. Todd, did you ever imagine 23 years ago when you came in here as a younger guy, you'd be sitting in front of some of your fellow inmates and your family as a valedictorian?
Oh, believe me when I tell you that was the furthest thing from my mind. I never thought that I could succeed in this type of academic arena. It took many, many years for me to finally get the courage to even take the step, because I truly didn't think I could do it. Coming to prison, I thought that was it. It was all over. I was worthless. I didn't have any value. And the word valedictorian means more to me than the regular meaning of it. It means validation, that I have value and I can be a productive member of society.
Talk about some of the challenges that people may or may not realize outside to actually get here. They're not just giving you a degree, you got to earn it, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad you asked that, because that's one thing that people don't look at a lot. There's been some publicity where we're concerned, but that's one question that doesn't come up very often. Let me say that the challenges are completely different for us, because the nature of the place, it's disciplinary. I mean, you're here to be disciplined, so to speak. So we have to walk a very fine line to avoid become keep locked, which means you're locked in yourself for 23 hours a day. If that happens, you lose the program, and then you have to sit out an entire semester and another entire semester as a punishment. So you lose a lot of time just by making one little mistake. So there are times when it's very difficult.
I can only imagine when you're looking at a 25 to life term and your family, having put them through, in part, whatever inmate talks about their family is one of the things that hurts them the most. What's it like today when they're sitting here? And I know one of your family members traveled from across this country to be here today.
My sister came from Seattle, Washington, and she actually took time off from her master's degree, which she's getting this year. She's getting a master's in family therapy, and she took the time off to be here for me, because this is something I should have given my family 23 years ago before I came to prison. They should have been at this graduation so many years ago. Now it is unbelievable to me, a blessing of unbelievable magnitude, to be able to say, well, look, I gave you reason to be ashamed. Now here's something for you to be proud of after all these years. Thank you for supporting me. And I'm finally able to show them that they were right in believing in me all this time and not turning their back on me as so many other people did. But I will say this, that the recidivism rate for our program is 0. Nobody who's ever gone home after graduating this program has ever come back. And the New York Theological Seminary Master's Program has been in operation for 24 years now, and there's only 2 people have come back there. So the recidivism rate is extremely low compared to other programs. And I will say this, that this program equips us to be able to give back to society. I know now what I did wrong, and I know what path I was on, and I could have stopped it at any time, but I didn't know. Now I may be able to stop some other young man who may be on the same path. And being in the human services field with our behavioral science degree, we can help somebody else. We can prevent their children from doing what we did wrong, because it can happen to anyone. It's not a color thing. It's not a race thing. It's not a background thing or a money thing. It can happen to anyone. So if we can stop some people from making the same mistakes we did and ending up here, I think that that's worth the price of this education.
Joseph, tell our audience what today means for you.
This is by far the greatest accomplishment of my life. It means that there are endless possibilities available to me now that I have an education. When I came to prison, I couldn't even string 5 words together to form a declarative sentence. Today, after 12 years of struggling, working through hard work, discipline, determination, I finally arrived at this point where I got my bachelor's degree.
What does it mean to be a graduate?
It means, it gives a sense of self-empowerment. It means that I can better myself. It means that I'm no longer the person I once was 30 years ago. I am a lot more mature. My behavior is governed by consequences. I have the ability to think critically. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for the law and for my fellow citizens. When I came to prison almost 27 years ago, I was young, impulsive. I had poor personal constraints. And as a result of the education, I have been able to reassess my bad behaviors. And my overall rehabilitative transformation can be measured in terms of my academic achievements, my exemplary behavior, and my willingness to do whatever it takes to prove to society that I can be a productive member of my community if I'm released.
Coming up next, celebrity supporters of the Hudson Link program turn out to celebrate the newest graduating class.